Steelers rookie minicamp was held over the weekend, and today I'm going to share the 8 players that worked out or tried out for the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend that really made an impression on me. 8 winners for the Pittsburgh Steelers during rookie minicamp will be the topic on today's edition of Steelers Talk. But before we get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button, because if you watched us last week, one of our videos, we had a little bit of a push to pass Seahawks today, our Seahawks channel here at Chat Sports, and we are so close to getting the job done. Just 7 subscribers away from passing Seahawks today. When I first started here at Chat Sports, we were almost 25,000 subscribers behind our Seahawks channel. Now, let's do it right now. Let's move up the ranks here at Chat Sports by passing Seahawks. Click that subscribe button right now. So let's start with really the big winner here so far, and that's Anthony Averett, the cornerback. He's a veteran. He's been in the league since 2018, but he was invited for a tryout during rookie minicamp, and he really showed himself to be a man amongst boys there with the rest of the rookie class here. 29 years old. He's just under 6 foot. He's a little bit undersized for an outside corner, which is where he's played most of his career. But the thing that really separates him and what has allowed him to have 27 starts in the NFL through his 6-year career is that 4.36 40 time. He's got really, really good long speed and good short area quickness as well. He was signed to a 1-year contract after rookie minicamp yesterday. We actually put out a breaking news video yesterday on Mother's Day. And by the way, happy late Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Now, the thing that Averett brings to the table here and what he brings to this 90-man roster heading into the offseason program is that he brings a veteran depth at outside corner. If he's not going to be the slot corner here with Pittsburgh, at least he's somebody with starting experience on the outside. So if Joey Porter Jr. or Dante Jackson, God forbid, gets hurt, this is somebody that does have experience on the outside that can provide some value in that way. Now, he's going to provide competition as well for Corey Trice Jr., Darius Rush, some younger guys that are looking to rise up the ranks of the Steelers depth chart. But Averett does bring a little bit more veteran experience here that's really been lacking in the Steelers cornerback room. Then also intriguing possibility in the slot here for him because, like I said, he's got the really good long speed, and he's also got pretty darn good short area quickness. He does have experience playing in the league, so that veteran savvy might come in handy in this move that he's going to be attempting to make to the slot. And we know that slot cornerback position is a pretty big question mark for the Pittsburgh Steelers this offseason heading into the season now. So now, speaking of another guy that was brought in for a tryout here as a veteran, Jonathan Ward, the running back, really made an impression on the Pittsburgh Steelers this week, and he's somebody that I do think has a chance to get signed to the 90-man roster in the coming hours and days here. If they end up signing Jonathan Ward, we'll have a breaking news video for you guys breaking down his game a little bit more and what he brings to the Steelers running back. But before we get into the rest of the minicamp winners here, make sure you click that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. If you are a real one, if you help out our channel, you watch our videos every single day, you click that subscribe button, you click that thumbs up icon, all that great stuff. Really do appreciate all of that support. Okay, now another running back that really showed that what he could do is Daijun Edwards, the undrafted free agent rookie out of Georgia. And Edwards is definitely somebody that I think has a chance to make the final 53-man roster, especially if the Steelers don't plan on keeping Najee Harris past this season. Of course, the Steelers declined Najee's 5th-year option this offseason. He's going to be a free agent next year. So Edwards is somebody that I think provides potential upside as a number 2 option to Jaylen Warren as a future number 1 option for the Steelers offense. Edwards is big. He showed some really nice movement ability this weekend in Pittsburgh as well. So listen, the stakes when it comes to Edwards here is that if Daijun really impresses and continues to impress through OTAs and mandatory minicamp and through the preseason, all these different things, then it's going to make it a lot easier for the Pittsburgh Steelers to trade Najee Harris, especially if the Steelers don't have a successful season through the first half and they're looking to sell players at the deadline. Najee Harris being a free agent next year could be on the trade block in that scenario. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't think Najee's going to get traded during the offseason, all right? I just don't think there's any way Edwards can impress so much during an offseason program where there's no games being played, all these different things, where the Steelers can feel fully confident in him as a number 2 running back. So I do think he has a chance to make the roster as a number 3 running back option for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But, in terms of a Najee trade this offseason, I just don't see any way that it actually gets done. And then another rookie here, undrafted free agent here from West Virginia, Beanie Bishop Jr., another option to potentially be the starting slot corner for the Pittsburgh Steelers here in 2024. You look at his numbers last year. Simply unbelievable. 20 pass breakups in one season. That is a lot, man. And then he pairs that with 4 interceptions, so he's got the ball skills that you look for. He talked about at rookie minicamp this week how much he loves to tackle, how much he loves to be physical, and how excited he is about the opportunity to prove himself as a slot cornerback option for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And honestly, a guy with this kind of physicality, with this kind of coverage ability, this guy with the ability to get that kind of production at a Division I college program there with West Virginia is somebody that I'm very intrigued as a potential starting option at slot corner. Now, it's definitely possible that Anthony Averett is a part of that conversation. Deshaun Elliott, who has a ton of experience in the slot, could be a part of that conversation. Even Minkah Fitzpatrick could be a part of the slot conversation as well. But Beanie Bishop Jr. is somebody that I think has a really good opportunity here to really turn some heads during the offseason program and earn himself a starting job right away in the National Football League as an undrafted free agent. So I will say this, though, guys. Yes, you bring in Anthony Averett, and yes, you have Beanie Bishop Jr., who the Steelers like, but I'm not going to count out the Steelers bringing in Cam Sutton at some point during this offseason. Now, I think the Steelers are going to be patient in terms of what the NFL does in terms of a penalty or what they do in terms of the domestic incident that Cam Sutton was involved in earlier this offseason. See if there's a suspension, see if there's a fine, see how the NFL comes down there on Sutton before they make a final decision. But if it's a short suspension or if it's just a fine, I do think the Steelers are going to bring in Sutton to be their starting slot corner next season. So let me know down there in the comments section, predicted who's going to be the starting slot next year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's one of the more intriguing questions heading into the season here. So type CS for Cam Sutton if you think the Steelers will sign him. Type BB if you think Beanie Bishop Jr., the undrafted free agent, is going to earn that job. Or type AA for Anthony Averett. And if you don't think it's any one of those guys and you think it's Deshaun Elliott, Minkah Fitzpatrick, somebody else, type O down there in the comment section for today's pinned comment. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. So Bradrick Jones did not participate in rookie minicamp, obviously, this past weekend, but I thought he was a really big winner because Broderick is somebody that does want to move back over to the left side. That's where he's more comfortable. Of course, he played right tackle in the second half of last season, replacing Chukwuma Okorafor on the starting offensive line. And Troy Fautanu, who was drafted in the first round, another first-round rookie tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. There was some speculation, and I actually do think Fautanu would probably be better on the left side than Broderick. That's just my personal opinion. But they placed him on the right side here during rookie minicamp this past weekend, indicating that that's probably going to be their plan for him and for him to be the starting right tackle for this team week 1 of the 2024 season, and they're going to oblige Broderick's request here to move over to the left side because he has said he's more comfortable on that side. That's pretty much the only place he played throughout his entire playing career before last season, so he feels more comfortable on the left side. Now, personally, guys, I would probably think about just go ahead and put the best pass protector on the left side to protect Russell Wilson's blind side. I think that's Fautanu. I think Broderick is more known as a run-blocking tackle anyways, and I think that fits more the mold of a right tackle. So for me, I would just make Broderick kind of suck it up, play right tackle, and kind of make that his home because Fautanu's the better pass protector in my opinion. But I do trust the Pittsburgh Steelers to make the right call here, and it seems like they're going to honor their word when it comes to Broderick Jones and moving him to the left side. And then another winner this weekend was third-round rookie here out of inside linebacker Payton Wilson, who I had an early second-round grade on this year, and the only reason why I didn't have a first-round grade on him was because of the injury concerns. And let me tell you, man, Payton looked like a first-round inside linebacker this past weekend. He's picking up the Steelers' defensive playbook extremely quickly. He was calling out protections. He was calling out audibles during the 7-on-7 periods. It was really impressive to see what he was able to do already in this Steelers defense, and he certainly looks like a future green dot spot and a captain of this defense in future years. Now, the big question for him is he going to be able to stay healthy? Wilson certainly looked good out there this past weekend, and I'm really hoping that he can avoid the injury bug. Another Wilson that played really well this past weekend was Roman Wilson, another third-round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, wide receiver. And honestly, guys, I think that Wilson is the solution for the Pittsburgh Steelers to replace Diontae Johnson. That's what they see him as. They lined him up on the outside and on the inside in a number of different drills and in 7-on-7s this past weekend. And he's somebody that just showed how smooth he is as a route runner. Really smooth with his hands as well. A lot of guys, especially younger and smaller receivers, they like to catch the ball with their body. Not Roman Wilson. He catches it with his hands consistently, just plucks it out of the air with ease. This is somebody that I do think is going to be the bona fide number 2 wide receiver option for the Pittsburgh Steelers, unless the Steelers go out and make a big move for like a DK Metcalf or a Brandon Ayuk. But honestly, guys, with the way that he looked this weekend, he looked like a legit number 2 receiver that's going to hit the ground running in year 1 of his NFL career. Then the final minicamp winner here, Marquis Williams. Now, I'm not sure if Williams is going to get a contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers or not, but he was brought in for a tryout. Of course, he went to Pitt. He's going to be probably more of like a special teamer. He's probably not going to make the final 53 or anything like that. But this guy's dedication was put on display this past weekend. He was the first one in and the last one out every single day this past weekend. He was getting there before 5 in the morning, before even Danny Smith, the special teams coordinator, who is notorious for getting into the office early. Williams is somebody that really showed his dedication to the game, to making this team, and it's going to be interesting to see if the Steelers give him a shot on the 90-man offseason roster here. So let me know, who is your guy? Let me know down there in the comment section. Which Steelers rookie will make the biggest impact year 1 of their NFL career? Is it going to be Roman Wilson as a legit number 2 wide receiver option for this team? Is it going to be Payton Wilson as an inside linebacker, potentially replacing Landon Roberts' role as a starting inside linebacker? I mean, that'd be kind of crazy if he did that, but I mean, after what we saw this past weekend, that's actually not far-fetched. But let me know down there in the comment section. Will be Troy Fautano as the starting right tackle? Let me know down there in the comment section which rookie is going to make the biggest impact in year 1. That'll be it for today's show, guys. Make sure you go follow me on X and Instagram for more Steelers and NFL content from me. I'm at Jack_Sperry on X and at SpareDog.football on Instagram. And make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're just 7 subscribers behind Seahawks today. Let's move up the ranks in the power rankings here at Chat Sports by passing them today. Click that subscribe button right now for daily and free Steelers content. And by the way, we got 2 videos today, so make sure you click that subscribe button and join us later today.